You are being tasked to organize your company's next virtual town hall meeting where your CEO has a big announcement to make in front of your 5 other country regional offices. In today's video, I will share with you how to make a successful live stream without a glitch so you'll look real good in front of your bosses. Hi, I'm Ming, a telecoms engineer by training, and I've run a video production house for the last 10 years. During my career, I've done projects for ministerial announcements, I've done medical demonstrations in the operating theatre, I've also done MNC town hall meetings. So I hope to share with you my knowledge on live streaming for you so that you can save time and money in preparing for the next live streaming project. So if there's anything in particular you want me to cover, please leave in the comments below. So some definitions first. I just want to define very clearly between live streaming and web conferencing. So many of you in MNC town hall meetings may have to do some of this. So live streaming is one to many. So imagine a CEO, he talks, your 5 countries just listen. Web conferencing is about having a meeting between the 5 countries. So they have a meeting, so CEO has to talk, but concurrently he has to listen as well. So I just want to set this definition in place because in general live streaming is more straightforward, and that's what I'll be covering in the first few videos. Web conferencing will build upon the knowledge later on so that you understand how to do web conferencing as well. Today I'll be covering things like video, audio, additional PowerPoints that comes in to understand a little bit about capturing, about mixing. Definitely need to learn about encoding. What are the various platforms that you should consider to use in your encoding or your streaming? More importantly, how to handle your internet connection. So video acquisition is always getting the best possible video quality into your live streaming project. So a video camera like this, a camcorder, the obvious benefit is big, it's easy to control, it has very good zoom range. Most of you may probably own a DSLR or a mirrorless camera like this. Obvious things is small, it's light, and most of you have it. But things like the small little connectors and battery lives is something you need to take note of. And these days, it's very common to have PTZ cameras like this, where you can control many cameras from one single location without even having operators beside it. So obvious benefits is you can zoom quite a bit, and you have multi-user controls as well. And obviously, who can forget about the mobile phone? Most of you can do live streaming with your mobile phones. You probably just need some accessories to go along with it. During a live streaming project, even if your quality of video is a little bit poor, it's probably forgivable. But when your audio sounds really bad, your entire live streaming project is considered a failure. So the whole idea is to get the sound source as close as possible to your subjects. So things like a lavalier mic, like this, it could be wired, it could be wireless. There would be headsets versions as well. Handheld mics like this, that's connected to wired or wireless, whichever is the case that your subject can hold. Having shotgun mics like this. And actually, in a really much larger live streaming project, you will work with AV specialists who will have an equivalent sound mixer board like this, probably many times bigger. So get familiar with the terms XLR connector as well as quality engine. Okay, in any live streaming project, it's very common to require external graphics to be fed into your system. So a very easy way to remember is your PowerPoint that your speakers are presenting, your CEO is presenting, that needs to be fed into your system. You definitely need things like this, a HDMI splitter system, where one signal from the laptop comes into this, you split one back to the projection system as well, one into your live streaming station. So just different kinds of splitters that I have here. I think this is a VGA splitter, DVI splitters, and I love using this DAC70. DAC70 can bring in all kinds of signal, VGA, and translate into HDMI or SDI signal. You can go a very long while. This is a very new toy that BirdDog has allowed you to bring in HDMI signal or SDI signal, something external, and convert them into NDI based, which is IP based video network. So you have your video signal, you have your audio signal, and your graphics. So very logically, the next step is to bring all this together into your central and primary system. So the first way is to have PCI cards like this. where you can install them onto your desktop computers. So another type that's pretty popular is having USB-based or Thunderbolt-based capture systems that gets connected into probably even your laptop. So these days, we adopt a full NDI workflow for us in a live streaming process. So we have very conveniently HDMI inputs, SDI inputs captures into NDI workflow. So with this, these days we actually can work without a capture system, and it's very convenient for us. Okay, so once you have all the sources in via a capture system, there are things like hardware mixers that brands like Panasonic, Blackmagic, as well as Data Video, they make a lot of. Ourselves personally, we prefer a software-based solution. So software-based solution, there are solutions and providers like vMix, Wirecast, OBS, as well as TriCaster. There are many other brands out there. So some simple things you expect to do out of a mixing system is the ability to put picture-in-picture, as well as to strip in your lower thirds. After you've brought in all the signals, one of the most important part of live streaming is selecting a streaming platform. Platforms, there are free ones like YouTube or Facebook Live. So those are the ones you know. Good things about them, they are absolutely free to use. Some things to take note is, especially Facebook, resolution for you to upload is at 720p. So it's great for mobile, but when blown up on a desktop or larger screen, it is not as sharp. So there are many paid streaming platforms. So some examples are IBM Cloud, Livestream, The Cast, Wowza, GoToWebinars, and a whole host of many more. You get to control who watches your live stream. Especially if you're a corporate company, you just want a select group of people to watch your stream and not everybody else, because that's your CEO announcement. You could also have a lot of data for analytics to see how people are watching your stuff, as well as you could even embed some questionnaire and whatnot entirely within your live stream. So there are many different things that can happen with a paid live stream platform. So one of the most important things for a live stream project is actually internet connectivity. Cannot be overlooked. So the ideal case that we want is a dedicated internet line which is at least 15 megabits per second for its upload. So upload speed is all it matters. So don't get distracted, look out for the upload speed. Other cases when you're in the wild, there's no wired line, what can you do? So you can make use of 4G connection. So yes, by all means you can use your 4G connection tethered to your handphone, especially if you want to do a great live stream, you want to be really safe. So there are devices that offers you multiple 4G connections in one. So it could be a router like the Peplink you have here, 4 SIM cards. 4 SIM cards to share one internet connection, they call it bonding. Another very popular brand out here is the LiveU. The LiveU actually combines both an internet connection for at least 4 to 8 SIM cards into an encoder unit. So this is highly used by the many TV broadcasters all over the world. So I hope you have learned something from this video and you gain more confidence to do your next paid gig in live streaming. So if you have more questions, please leave your comments below. And if you think you have learned something from this, please click like and share. So again, this is Ming Song. Hope to share more with you in the next upcoming video.